Hey everybody, this is Jason Rivera from ValueInvestingJourney.com, author of How to Value Invest, and Chairman, CEO, and founder of Rivera Holdings LLC. I got the inspiration to do this quick video, after watching a Gary Vaynerchuk video called "Fuck You're Gonna Just Do It." And the reason I wanted to do this video is because I get similar questions that he gets all the time. He said the reason he made that video is because he gets the same questions all the time. How do you do so much? How do you accomplish so much? How do you have so much success? And I'm not saying I'm on his level yet, because obviously I'm not. But I get the same question all the time. How do I read so much? How do I learn so fast? Especially, I get that question quite a bit because I'm learning all the time. And how do I go through companies so fast when I'm researching companies? And how do I find such great companies and investments? Same advice as Gary. Put the books down. Yes, there's time for reading, there's time for learning, and I spend 10 to 25% of my time reading and learning, because there's always room to improve, always more to learn, always room to grow. But at some point, you have to put the books down, have to put the courses down, have to put the YouTube videos, educational videos down, and actually do things. Not only will doing things help you learn faster, because you'll be gaining experience and knowledge on what you shouldn't be doing, and more importantly, what you should be doing, or at least to work on. But you also never accomplish anything just by reading. And again, I'm not saying reading or listening to audiobooks or taking courses or watching educational YouTube videos is bad, but you'll not meet people, make connections, grow your business, achieve your goals by just reading. I learned this the hard way several years ago, when all I did was read and learn, and did that all the time. Never progressed. I found out after a while I never progressed towards my goals, because I was never putting anything to practice or learning anything. Once I started Value Investing Journey, the website, which was about 5-6 years ago now, my learning jumped into hyperspeed. Not only because I was writing my thoughts and processes down, but because I was getting feedback from people after a while. And more importantly, I was practicing constantly, and deliberately practicing. Hard concentration, because I didn't want to look like an idiot to people who viewed my blog. I wanted to make sure I was doing things right, and I wanted to know as much as possible, or more than everybody out there, so mainly I wouldn't look like a fool. That pushed me to learn more and practice more, and improve faster. Same thing goes for I just got an email not too long ago about how I was a learning machine. I think it was shortly after I got my real estate license. They asked how I did it so fast. All I did was, for 2 months straight, it took me 11 days to go through the course. It took me another month of studying and practicing and learning before I felt comfortable enough that I was going to pass the test. And I passed the test within 2 months of starting the course, finishing it, and I was licensed real estate agent in the state of Florida, like I am now. One of the things that kept me from being a real estate agent for so long, or putting it off for so long, because I've always been interested in real estate in the state of Florida. If you have your real estate license, you are able to buy and sell businesses, help people buy and sell businesses, real estate, land, commercial buildings, multifamily properties, anything like that. You have to have a real estate license to kind of facilitate, unless it's a person-to-person transaction or a for sale by owner transaction. So I've been thinking about it for several years, and one of the reasons I put it off was because I absolutely hate cold calling people. Hate cold emailing people. I felt like I was bothering them all the time. But you have to do it. If you want to do stuff like that, you have to do it. And I still do it every day, and it still sucks. But I'm making progress towards my goals, getting listing appointments, meeting more people, meeting more connections. That's how I've met so many connections in the past several months. Just got to do it. Like everything else, just got to do it and experience failure, experience uncomfortableness, and that's where you grow. And then I got a comment from one of my readers, somebody I've talked to quite a bit through email. Man, you're a learning machine. How do you do stuff like this so fast? And it's because I sit down, concentrate, deliberately practice. I'm not talking about just reading and doing. I'm talking about full concentration, learning as much as you can, getting feedback from any sources you can, that kind of thing. And that's how I learn. Anytime I try to learn anything, that's what I do. I don't do anything else until I'm confident that I'm at a level I need to be at, and then I move on to something else. Same thing with value investing. I didn't, several years ago after I wrote How to Value Invest, I knew I was leaving stuff out like owner's earnings and other things I wanted to talk about in the second edition of the book when that comes out. And hopefully that'll come out either this year, late this year, or early next year. But I sat down a couple months after I finished the book, went through everything I want to learn. I've known about owner's earnings for years before this, but I didn't know how to implement it, and more importantly, I didn't know what everything meant on a deep level. So what I did for several months, all I did was look at owner's earnings, how to calculate what everything meant, what all the calculations meant, and then everything clicked and made sense. Same thing with the insurance companies. I took 2 full months off from anything else when I was learning how to evaluate insurance companies to do it, to learn how to evaluate insurance companies. So that's what I do. I agree with Gary Vaynerchuk and the inspiration for this video, and I get that question, the same question he does all the time. How do you get so much done? How do you learn so much? How do you learn so fast? Just do it. You got to do it. Put the books down and do stuff. Learn, fail. You have to be able to, you have to be willing to learn and to fail to improve. And the sooner you learn to not enjoy failure, because failure sucks. I hate failure. It's no fun. It makes you feel like crap. But as long as you're failing up towards your goals, you're learning and improving. The faster you get comfortable with that, the faster you'll progress, the faster you'll learn things. So if anybody else has any other questions out there, please let me know. I'm looking to do more videos like this, write more content about stuff like this, because I get similar questions like this all the time. So please let me know if you have any questions. I've got a list already, but I'm always looking for more on things you're struggling with, things you might need help with. Obviously, I'm not, like I said, I'm not on the level of Gary Vaynerchuk, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, or any of the greats, Grant Cardone, the wealth I aspire to be at, but that is my goal, and I try to emulate them as much as possible in terms of learning and doing things. Again, I'm not there yet, but hopefully on this journey we'll all learn something together and we'll all get there together, and my goal is to help as many people as possible, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.